Chandler Memory Care is an assisted living facility based around patients suffering from memory loss and provides a therapeutic, warm, and welcoming environment with optimum security and safety. This facility allows patients to have a level of independence despite having cognitive impairments. The mission of Chandler Memory Care is respect, dignity, independence, and choice.
The residents at Chandler Memory Care suffer from normal physical limitations along with cognitive deficiencies. The severity of these cognitive deficiencies vary from individual to individual. These cognitive deficiencies include dementia, Alzheimer's, and memory loss.
Dementia is a general decline in mental ability that is severe enough to interfere with a person's everyday life. The most common type of dementia is Alzheimer's, but there are over 100 different types of dementia.
Patients with cognitive deficiencies are encouraged to participate in physical activity for the hope of increasing social interactions, mobility and range of motion, quality of life, and confidence.
At our facility, we implement the exercise program Bingo Size, created by WKU professor Jason Crandall, but with different exercises, exercise modifications, number of repetitions, and number of bingo rolls between exercises.
Some of the exercises we performed include shaking your head yes and no, boxing, seated marches, breaststrokes, seated leg extensions, and raising both arms above the head. We perform different exercises with these particular participants because with cognitive deficiencies, normal exercises are harder to comprehend and perform.
While we are at the site every Wednesday, students from the Communication Science and Disorders undergraduate program are there observing the participants' structured engagement during and after each bingo size session.
The continuum of aging varies from each participant. The more elite participants are able to place the bingo chip on the board by themselves and perform the exercises without great assistance. The more frail participants need assistance performing exercises and manipulating the small bingo chips to the correct space. We have participants on both sides of the spectrum and in between frail and elite as well.
Like making big mistakes, I feel like for the first time in a long time, I am not afraid.
Some issues we had implementing the program were communication errors, motivation, and temperament. Communication issues arose from their cognitive impairments as well as damaged hearing. To overcome their lack of motivation, we implemented mastery modeling methods to demonstrate how to properly execute exercises. Modeling methods worked best for this population because we could be more hands-on with them and they could see the exercises being done and could follow along with us.
Temperament is an issue we faced and is prevalent in Alzheimer's and dementia patients. We found that vicarious experiences are very helpful with this population because people with dementia feed off of each other and their attitudes. This affected our sessions both positively and negatively depending on the overall mood of the patients. We also noticed that family or friend presence during the session dramatically increased the participants' mood and participation.
Although we did not see great improvements in physical health with these participants, cognitive effects did increase. Preliminary results based on the observations collected by the Communication Sciences and Disorders students suggest that bingo size does improve engagement scores during the intervention and for brief periods of at least 20 minutes post-intervention in the participants.
Like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new.
As a whole, we conclude that bingo size is beneficial for this population, and we have a better understanding of the importance of physical activity in older adults. We now understand the barriers older adults face, especially older adults with cognitive impairments. Hopefully, doctors, psychologists, and exercise physiologists will be able to decrease the prevalence of cognition disorders for future generations.